Who would have thought? We've done it again. We're back planet side. I didn't catch the name of this map, so let's look in our corners. Let's find it out. We are on today Carrot Mountains. It's time for harvesting and we're on Carrot Mountains. I have played on this map myself a few times in the air position because of course I'm an air enjoyer. And getting contested on this geo, if you're being greedy about it and really trying to take it, because you are the only person on the team that can kind of take these geos, I think like a commander constructor pair could definitely take these ones, I think, in the middle of the map, or at least a couple of them. But these high ground ones that are safer, kind of up to you, unless somebody wants to build a whole like bot lab and whatever. Which, by the way, that is exactly what I had to do in the game that went horribly wrong on this map for me. It was very, very unfortunate. I really tried my best. But anyway, let's hope that somebody doesn't get owned quite as badly as I did. But that is probably what's going to end up happening. We are back in this sort of medium-high OS lobby. The Diddler has remained. The Diddler, a man of quite a bit of OS and now notoriety. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Early game starts. Let's have a look. We're on a 6 to 12 wind map here. So we're going to definitely want some solar. I mean, it's kind of chill, you know, knowing that your wind is never going to go below 6. It's reassuring, but that the fact that it only goes up to 12 is also unfortunate at the same time. So I think getting some solars in is vital, as Larold is showing here. For some reason, he has built one max and so many solars. It's a kind of tight because now he's definitely going to have like just enough metal to build all three of these mexes actually. Okay. Okay, Larold. You've got some game, buddy. You've got some game. I'm seeing some glimpses of interesting actions here. So now he's already got... Actually, this is pretty impressive. He's got 3 pawns out versus Cinna's one grunt who's about to become alive, and he's plunged at 0 energy right now, getting punished. But I mean, he's built the solar. He built the solars, but Laurel just doing it way tighter here. Super impressive. I think making this was probably a mistake, actually, but these units are gonna have probably really big impact if he gathers them up. But 2v1 is also just a disgusting matchup here, as we're going to see. Let's have a little look. Hello, Mr. Grunt. Oh, goodbye, Mr. Grunt. And now, okay, well, now Pink does get the chance to arm up and be much more prepared for this coming wave. And Sin has also made enough units. Good on him for not greeding up and making another constructor, just making the one, and that's enough build power for him. And honestly, it's seemingly too much. So, but Laurel sees maybe an opportunity here. Maybe he sees that there could be space, but nope, he does not today. In the meantime, Honkwaddle has seen the space. He has seen the space. Rob Dog getting forced onto some micro, which is always annoying. But now Rob Dog also has more free air. This is a surprisingly large map. Now that I'm looking at it and looking at the units traverse across it, this is again one of those maps where it's the map that really makes the game, as it does on so many, right? But it's kind of unlike when you're just doing kind of glitters, simmers, smolders, where there's only slight variations. With the extreme terrain up and downs, I think you get slowed down a lot too, just trying to traverse, even though you're bots. So very interesting just how hard it seems to even run by. I think you really get to have a lot of impact as the air player here. Dutch Taylor batterying up, just saving up some metal. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. This is always feeling pretty good. I think, yeah, if you just leave the conversion slider up there and then you go work on more build power. The only problem, of course, uh-oh. Oh, I hope the scout doesn't die. I hope the scout doesn't die. Please go scout the air player. Please try and go scout. Yes! Come on. Go scout the air player. Go scout the air player! This is the moment. He's got, look at this, is that a third constructor? He's building a third constructor. He sees it. Go kill it. Yes! Oh God! Oh Lord! All 3 construction planes in the air about to die. Goodbye. Boom! 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 Oh. Oh. Rest in peace. Rest in piss, red team. Rest in piss. The game is fucking over. Wow. Okay, but, okay, the construction turret was down. Okay, so this is salvageable. 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 Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Okay, commander gets 1-2 there. Big. Okay, it's over now. But this is disgusting. The follow-up was a heavy trans commander drop. Holy fucking shit. VDB is violating the red team. Oh my god. Oh, this is filth on a level I've never before witnessed. Oh my god. Oh my good heavens. Oh. Commander no. He was ready. Commander Orange was ready. Okay, metal drop in. If he had gone to yellow, that would have been free. Or, I mean, he could have also just dropped his commander off a little bit earlier. I'm sure he has enough. Yeah, he had plenty of energy for D-guns, so he could have just dropped his comm off and walked it, but whatever. Crazy. Wow, what a play. Like, literally eliminated 2 people. Khalsa doing his best to rebuild, and he's doing it in the right spot, too. He's taking as much space as he can still. He's got enough units to hold on. Blue team obviously just gets fucking free reign of the middle of the map. You wish Evangelion was putting down a lab right now. The radar needs to be on the high ground. There's no question about it. This is kind of embarrassing for a man who seemingly has so much time in this game. But whatever. You know, always be putting your radar on the high ground if you can. It just gets you way better vision, right? Because now look at this. This is all just cut off to him. And yeah, you see. Rompy doing what I would like to see, which is building his lab forward, because you know this just ends up being your eco space, right? This is just where you get to chill. Laureled not taking 2 mexes, which Rexic has taken, so I guess these are misfits, and misfit is just doing some weird tier 2 thing, which okay, sure, buddy, yeah, scale the wins, you got it. And the Diddler. The Diddler is once again taking advantage of people over here. What a lot. What a lot of thugs. What a lot of thugs. These beautiful new menacing as hell thugs.
Commander has died.
They're straight out of Star Wars, these things. Damn, dude. Straight out of Star Wars. Beautiful. God, this game is so pretty. Back? Question mark? How do I feel like I can, there's a way to make it snap back. Anyway, we have got Rob Dog getting a little bit pressured here. He's got a huge grunt army, which is never gonna really, or a huge, yeah, it's grunts. He's got a huge grunt army, and it's never really gonna hold up in the long term, you know, something like this. Especially microed, very ball-like. Yeah, this, like 60% of those are just not shooting. Unlike the thugs, who get to just walk around like a ball and shoot over each other. And then you just walk them backwards, right? See, but look at this. The pawns and the grunts, once you're on top, they really do have a good effect versus the thugs. It's just having enough and actually getting them on top in like a spread out manner, right? Like we're not getting on top here. We're fighting 2 thugs versus 4 grunts, right? And clearly it'd be a bad idea there because of this commander here ready to D-gun shit, but just you know, I think the better way to take a fight there and make use of the numbers that Rob Dog has rather than just having 4 of his dudes shooting at once. Where are we winning? Diddler is the winner right now, and it looks like Cinna is gearing up to be the winner. Although this plasma is having effect. 2 plasmas is kind of too much. Yeah. Yeah. Do I like their placement? No. They don't, you know, they don't threaten these mexes, but they're having impact here. I don't think they've taken, you know, I would give them that they've taken out about half their metal. And if Cinna lets all these die, okay. This in the end is being a pretty decent trade right now. So, surprisingly, you know, sometimes you can get good impact out of your tier 1 artillery. You know, if you're a tier 1 artillery enjoyer, I hope you enjoy, let's see. If you're a tier 1 artillery enjoyer, I hope you enjoy your little, oh, what are they called? If you're a tier 1 artillery enjoyer, I hope you enjoy your pixie
Commander
sticks.
has died.
Because they'll probably blow up pretty quick. You know, because the answer is simple. It's ticks. Because then the shots are just wasted all the damn time. Although, geez Louise, yeah, the Diddler is ripping it apart. We're experiencing absolute lane failure right now. We need more air. We are seeing the bombers. We are seeing the bombers. Respond. VDB, respond. Air player, please come in. You've got your gunships doing the thing. Now your fighters need to do it too. Come in. Come in, fighters. Come in. Please, it's not hard. You've got your constructor micro to be building. Unreal. It's like 4 rounds of bombs he just got to drop all over Rob Dog. I don't even think he has enough fighters. No, he doesn't at all. Although if he keeps it on top, no. Yikes. Yikes. There was enough pinging there, I feel like. And I feel like also as VDB there, you're supposed to kind of be zooming out a little bit more, right? Like you should have... Man, Diddler has transitioned air. This is nasty, man. This guy's a nasty one. He's a nasty one. He's got 2 tier 1 labs spamming grunts. And he's making fighters and shurikens for himself, alongside having built 10 grave robbers. This guy's nasty with it. 12 minutes dominating this game after VDB blew up his boy, who, by the way, just killed Evangelion. That's crazy. What a comeback. You get your entire shit back here blown up for just to end up taking the mid. Crazy. How are their ecos comparable? Like, not even. Whatever, man. What can you do? The Diddler is rushing forward, 34 metal per second. High as hell. Rompy though, 70. So, I mean, in theory, if we're talking like Jaguars or like Elite or like Roughnecks and Hornets or something, he's got a theoretical chance here. And Misfit is also on his own little tier 2 journey. He does have his tier 2 stuff up, but yeah, he doesn't have any, he's got all this wind. I feel like if you just had some solar right now, like, what's the quick math on this here? Let's pull up a calculator real quick. Because an advanced solar is going to cost you 350 and get you the 75, and so these are currently 1440 divided by 350, 4.15. So 4 times, let's do 4 times 75, you're at 300. I guess in the end it's still very comparable. It's just going to be that consistency factor, right? But even like right now, he just doesn't have enough energy. well, I would wager that he probably underutilized what he had. But interesting stuff going on there, thinking about the winds versus advanced solars. I guess, you know, like, maybe it's not quite good enough for advanced solars on a 6 to 12 map. But, like, what's the average here? 9.7? Are winds just OP? Are advanced solars just not good? Because, like, solars are nice because they're pure metal storage in a way, right? You can think of it like that. The Leecha, by the way, we are seeing it have big boom impacts, and VDB is immediately trying to build back better, consuming the enemy commander. So we love to see it. We're getting some progressive policies out of the blue team. They saved the lane. And it's much better, it's much easier to do when it's a little thicker. We got all this terrain that the Diddler had to cross, so looking good. We've got an invisible commander from the Diddler just chilling, taking up 100 energy per second. I wonder if you fly close enough to it. I think it's this like little pulsating gray circle. I wonder if you fly over it, if you'll see it. Yeah, this isn't looking so good for the Diddler. He needs... Okay, there's his fighters. I'm surprised VDB isn't fighting back with his. They are tier 2 after all. They are also not like super damaged or anything. I feel like, yeah, get in there, save your shit, bro. Oh god. He just lost a lot of those gunships for really no reason, in my opinion. Oh, and he's about to like lose some tier 2 fighters too. Tier 2 fighters are so nuts because they can take like 4 shots and they they won't shot tier 1. So whatever. The grunts are pushing back, the pawns are pushing back the grunts, which is never really what you want to see, of course, because the grunts have longer range. So, and they're pretty thick these days. Let's see, what do we got here on a full HP guide? 280 versus... Oh, whoa! Pawns are way thicker! Okay, grunts are men of class, as it turns out. I don't know why they're called grunts. Maybe it should be the other way around, honestly, but whatever. The Leecha is floating about, looking for these guys to go kill, which is always good. Or maybe not. The micro isn't quite there from Rompe. Mr. Rompe. Rob Dog's been really pushed back, Evangelion's been really pushed back. Kalsa's taken over the middle, but he hasn't taken over any of the Geos, nor has Dutch Taylor come up and taken them. Which I think is a bit unfortunate for him. Like, it's 16 minutes into the game. You could be tier 2 right now. You know, you could have your tier 2 shit up. VDB sure fucking does. But that's what you get for getting super duper greedy at the beginning of the game with 3 constructors as well. It's worth noting. So, what can you do? Oh man, what do you do here? Do you nuke it? Yep. Nice. Well placed. Well placed. He put it just far enough. With his Leecha, he put it just far enough so that his bomb could take out the pawns on top of his nuclear fusion. But the fusion still survived. Very nice. Now he's got another one. This is kind of a very high micro gameplay style that Mr. Rompy is going for here that I think could really be paying off if VDB was just spamming fighters and gunships. I think they could just go win the game. There's not like a ton of anti-air. There's a decent amount, but there's a lot of pathways. Is there any other different kind over here? No. So yeah, there's tons of pathways for fighters and these leeches to be having huge impact against the red team. So, yep, there it is. Dude, leeches are so disgusting, by the way. I highly recommend, if you play this game at all and you watch these and you've never done a free-for-all, go do 1 or 2. There's the TM8D free-for-all lobby. It's a lot of fun, even though it's pretty intimidating and you'll probably lose. It's worth giving a couple shots because it's just a really cool experience. But this is kind of the strategy that a lot of people end up with, where you're scaling through air and the leeches taking out a lot of your stuff. But okay, look at this. Honk Waddle saw the threat, was ready for it, responded appropriately. I think probably these anti-air bots got the leeches in the end. Are they liches? Are they leeches? I'm really not sure. Lychees. It's the delicious fruit, but I don't think it's that either. Laureled. Laureled. You've got your sad one little guy walking around, upgrading your mixes to tier 2. You always want to have some engineers, some tier 1 bots, somebody else helping. We haven't even gotten our back mixes up. Yeah, unfortunate. Just not really. I think, honestly, ecoing or microing eco upgrades is pretty straightforward in this game. I'm still not really sure how to do like the double click shift, make a circle. Let's see, maybe we can do it. No, is that like alt? Oh. What about like on the map? Is that how that works? In theory, you should be able to draw a build circle of advanced metal extractors, and then your tier 2 guy will just go on an adventure to build that for you. So they did build some tier 2 static defense at the front, commendable. Wow, they've built a lot of it. Indeed, what is that? It's a lot of artillery turrets is what it is. Incredible gameplay. So the answer to this is not snipers. The answer to this is it's a vehicle lab, first of all, and yeah, it's this one. It's a heavy rocket bot. Did we have that in Armada? You don't really have it. You have this heavy plasma bot in the Fat Boy, but his range is only 700, and what you're really looking for is the Arbiter at 1200, right? Because this bad boy here, he's got a range of 1300, but you can dodge basically all shots still, right? As you can see with this commander here, who's got 38 speed versus your Arbiter, who's got 54. At maximum firing range with your Arbiter, you are able to dodge all of the artillery shots. So it's an interesting one. We've got jammers and snipers with some compasses. Is that what these cute little fellas are called? The radar bots. Oh boy, it's still looking really bad for the blue team. But as we zoom out, we do see, though, of course, Rompy is at tier 3. Where is Commander? Commander dead. Okay. Or no, Commander back. Okay. Well, that's pretty horrifying. The Diddler is at more than enough metal to be going into his own tier 3, but he's just letting the front lines play out, you might say. The Hounds being microed together with everything else is a travesty. No Leecha to contest. It's looking bad. It's looking rough. These Razorbacks really need to be going and having some sort of economic impact. The Pulsar isn't up yet. Like, we could be having impact. Ooh. How long is this going to take here? 50, like maybe a minute and a half or something? It's the energy that's the problem. This is going up too, but we're at 71% still. Quickly, Razorbacks, march! We march! They run forward. It might be a little too far forward. Targeting down the Pulsar, the Welders get to have some impact right now. He's keeping the one just far enough. Okay, we're surviving. Beautiful. It's always important to walk your units back, right? And that he should be immediately walking forward again. He wants to play the circle game really badly right now. He needs to keep enemies at maximum circle distance and get maximum impact out of the limited units that he's getting. He's building res bots behind it, which I think is pretty smart. There are high value units here, of course. All these welders are really good in front of your Razorbacks, honestly. They're pretty thick, they're pretty chunky, they're similar speed. I think maybe they're a little bit slower. So they're really good in front of your boys. Trying to build another Pulsar behind that was insane, by the way. Oh, keep pushing! Don't stop! Don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. But we are seeing a good response, of course. We're seeing gunships coming in. So we need some anti-air bots or something as well to go with our Razorback push now. And oh, the EMPs are already here. The first is a miss. The first goes just onto the tick spam, which is of course a huge reason of why you want those ticks, because they're gonna absorb random bullshit like EMP bombers. Microwing back once again, very good, dude. One Gattle on those ticks just takes them out. Razorbacks are so beautiful. We have our own anti-air. It's called motherfucking airplanes. Let's go. Turn them around, turn them around, turn them around. If you can kill these roughnecks right now, that's what you desperately need. No, the rest of red team's fighters are here. It's looking bad now. Yeah, and your boy does not have enough to support you. VDB is not very big right now. He just, he went really greedy with 3 fusions. I think probably one of those really needed to be a, units, and like you just get to greed out with this, right? This is so much more impact at the 1600 metal price point instead of 4300, right? It's 1600 instead of 43, and you get 250 more energy per second. I feel like you just should have skipped one of those fusions and had way more units right now. Some yellow ticks for some reason are literally just in misfit, the complete and total backline behind Romney. They could maybe take out that Starlight, which is very funny to think about if they'd been microed on top of it, but then Misfit could have eaten him. Wow, and yep, Rompy has made it. The Razorbacks did in fact make it still. Ooh, where's this one gonna go? Yes, I like it. I like the detour. It's unfortunate that they made Razorbacks worse against air. I don't quite remember what the change was, but I think maybe it's literally they just like do less damage, or they have less accuracy or something against air. I think it's unfortunate. They really are like, they're the battle mech, bro. They should be able to shoot the air too. Imagine being the guy cruising around in one of these, bro. The brain of the Razorback. Listen to that sound. It's tough to hold off all those rockets, though. Damn, dude. Obliterated. Obliterated by all of these wasps. Savagery. Savagery, of course. As, yep, the gunships are really the answer to a lot of this tier 3, I feel like, a lot of the time. And that's why it's very valid at this point, right? I think post 20 minutes, it's so valid to be having diverse production structures. Get an air lab up, get vehicles up, get some options, right? Get your res bots if you've gone vehicles. Teching is not getting more eco, it's getting access to different kinds of units. When you get your res bots, when you get your air to ground, your tier 2 air to ground, when you get your EMP bombers, when you get Starlights, when you get Razorbacks, these are all, that's like you getting new tech in this game, because you can't actually upgrade those units further beyond them massacring things on end, and them kind of upgrading themselves. You can't upgrade those units further, so you just have to diversify the unit composition to support each other and counter the enemies. Because if he had been mixing in more anti-air there, I feel like that would have been fairly simple still. Like this, you saw how long that Razorback survived against what was like 20 gunships. So with some anti-air there, you really could have had way more impact with the Razorbacks. But nonetheless, there was lots of impact. He took out a huge portion of Orange, pushed them back, but the Diddler has been enjoying the benefits of owning this entire site. Nobody's really been pushing into him. What's really funny, of course, is that these hounds could just take all of this out. Like, all of it could just die to some hounds with a radar jammer. But whatever. What can you do? No spouting. One of those key jobs that I think a lot of air players don't really consider enough. If he just was sending a scout over here, he would be realizing like, oh, there's nothing there, you know? We could just kill all of this stuff. He's got all of this build power just roaming around looking to die. right? Because it's not like this is maximalist micro on his build power or anything. He's just walking stuff around, having a chill time. We pushed in with our snipers, which is really smart, but it doesn't seem to be enough with some D guns. Oh, is that a revived one? No, that's a homemade. Oh! Titan is anti-tier 3 unit, man. It's anti-good stuff. It really does so badly against bad stuff. Bang. It's looking okay, but not that great for poor Mr. Rompy here, as he was just losing more and more of his team. 4 members of Blue have disconnected. It's a glorious but unfortunate hold that he's trying to make here, as the red team 50% more metal per second. They've made a total of 43% more metal at this point. The Razorbacks are really starting to stack up. Our Titan is already at 7% HP with only 5,000 left. Rompy's commander dies. There's only one left. Hit the button, Misfit. Relinquish your team of responsibility. Unfortunate. I think there was space in this game for some winning to be happening. I think the greed of VDB with this third fusion really hampered them. Like, the aphises were probably fine, you know, when they happened. But if the fusions, if one fusion had been units, I think there could have been so much more impact with those Razorbacks that Rompy managed to make. See, because I mean, he already had the highest impact in the game anyway. So sometimes you just gotta, and somehow VDB blew up a lot of his allies' shit too. Yikes. Not using his nuclear bombers very friendly, probably. So VDB having huge impact early that game, and then really dropping the ball towards that mid game, where if he had supported his ally better, that would have been it. Just too much greed, baby. Too much greed, baby. Because you can make, I mean, tier 2 fighters. Maybe we can have a little inspection. Tier 2 fighters cost 140 metal for Armada. So with 4,000 metal, we're talking, you know, 40 fighters easily. And that definitely would have been a huge difference maker at that moment. Because, I mean, we see this huge clump of fighters now, but at that moment, Red had much less than 50 fighters, even amongst their multiple people that had made fighters at that point. So, I really think VDB could have carried the game home there on the top of the Razorbacks. I think that was the critical deciding, that was really the deciding factor in the end here. If there had been, you know, 4 Razorbacks that had gotten to rampage in this backline, then all of a sudden you've done the exact same thing as Diddler, but with way better units, and they're still alive. They're coming. So, you know, I think a very close game, honestly. A lot closer than maybe it looked because of how early all of Blue's shit just died. But beautiful game. This is why Beyond All Reason is so cool, because there really are so many opportunities to win from a destitute situation. I think getting the push out from VDB into this Diddler lane would have been huge as well, because he's just been ecoing really hard and literally just making air now. So if there had been a real Hound push out, or a Bull push out, or, you know, just a decently fast tier 2 unit push out, through all of this stuff, he could have cleaved his economy in half before, you know, all of the aphids were up. So lots of opportunities to come back in this game, and that's what's important to remember, and that's what you're always looking to identify. So hope you've enjoyed our time planetside here on, what was it, the Carrot? Yeah, the Carrot Mountains. Cool map. And we'll be seeing you again next time, ladies and gentlemen. Bye-bye.